So you're thinking of buying in Easton Park, but you're not quite sure which builder to go with. Well, in this video, we're going to explore everything that David Weekley, the newest builder to come to Easton Park, is currently offering. We're going to get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local Easton Park real estate expert. If you're thinking of buying or selling in Easton Park, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn when I upload a new video. And it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Be happy to help you in any way I can with your next move into or out of Easton Park. So, where I'm standing right now, this is Nelson Village, the newest section of Easton Park. And we are gonna jump into some model home tours, actually a tour of this home, the only one that's available currently in Nelson Park, or Nelson Village, excuse me. And we're gonna have a short interview with Emma, the sales consultant here with David Weekley. So let's jump into it. So like I said, David Weekley is the newest builder to come into Easton Park. We can see here, just looking at my map of Easton Park, this is currently available homes, regardless of builder. You'll notice the section where Nelson Village is down here. It's where they're being built, and there's nothing on the MLS right now for this section. So we have to kind of look at their website to see what's going on. So they have single family homes and paired villas with that shared wall. Those are the two types of homes they're building. And they're building a lot right now. But for these quick move-ins, they're not so quick. These are being built, you can see ready April 23rd, May 9th, June 11th. So these are currently being built and they will be ready in the spring, early summer. But currently right now, there's actually one home for sale that you can move in right now. We'll look at that in a second. And we're actually gonna tour that later in the video. But looking quickly at these shared wall villas, the price range we're looking at, these are final prices, right? These are spec homes. So the inventory homes you can buy, that's the price right now. If they don't sell, these prices will obviously come down. They have quite a few months to find a buyer though, so they'll probably find someone, especially these prices aren't too bad. So we're looking in the low 400s, going up to the mid 500s for these homes. And then they have 3 different floor plans you can look at, and we will also go through the purpose while I'm doing my interview with Emma in a minute. And the only other thing about this community to note is really it's a condominium, so the HOA is a little bit higher. Typically in Easton Park, your HOA fee is going to be between $78 to, if you go to the Brookfield condos, about $100. Okay. For this is quite a bit higher at $202. So that is something I would argue is working against David Weekley. Something to keep in mind that you are going to pay roughly an extra $100 a month living in these homes versus another builder. Looking at the single family homes they have, this is the one that is currently available, listed at $449,990. It's a 2-story, 3-bed. Another cool thing about these homes is they offer homes that are 2 or 3 stories. And so you'll see when we go through the first model home, it's actually got a 3rd story. And that just has a landing up there in the 3rd story, but it's really cool, really, really interesting, different style of home. You don't typically see that in the Austin area. And then it looks like they have 5 different models for their single family homes. But these are in the mid to high 400s. So basically 400,000 range is what David Weekley is currently selling at. Cool. I think that's all I wanted to talk about with their website. So let's jump into looking at the model homes and chatting with Emma, the sales rep. So I'm here with Emma Cahill, here with David Weekley Homes. This is the newest builder entering Easton Park. So the first question I had for Emma is, what are the different models, different types of homes that David Weekley is currently offering?
Yeah, so we've got 2 products out here. So the first is going to be a 34-foot detached condo style, detached city home is kind of what we call it. And then we have a 29-foot product, which is the paired villas.
Okay. What's the main difference between those 2?
Main difference is just that the paired villas do share a wall. I will say it's 2x6 on both sides of that shared wall with 4 sheets of fire rated wall. So, I mean, it's fairly soundproof, all the things. It's just kind of that attached product. It's all low maintenance living. So it just depends on the preference for the buyer if they want to be more in a detached product or an attached product. So.
And I know every lot's different, but backyards, are they typically smaller in the villas? Or it doesn't matter?
Same size about for each, just low maintenance living, and we actually maintain the front yards out here, and then backyard is homeowner maintenance. Biggest difference I would say for the paired villas is they're going to be on the perimeter of this gated section of Easton Park, so they do back to the privacy wall, whereas it has kind of like a low maintenance wrought iron fence feel for the detached condos. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the shared wall villas are a little bit cheaper than single family homes.
A little bit, yeah. Starting base pricing in the high threes for the paired villas. We see finish out kind of low fours, mid fours, just depending on the selections you put in the home. And then base pricing for the 34-foot detached city home is going to start in the mid 400s.
And so for this part of the neighborhood in Nelson Village, are we able to pick a lot and build from the ground up?
Absolutely, yeah. You can do that for either paired villa or detached city home if you wanted to. So the way it would work for the paired villa was you just, build your side and, select all your things, and we would usually spec out the other side as an inventory home so that, the whole building goes up at one time.
Sure.
And then you're welcome to, do all of your selections for the detached city homes as well. So
awesome.
Yeah.
And we're recording this mid-January. There is one home currently for sale that's built.
That is, completed.
When do you see most of the homes actually hitting the market being finished?
Yeah, so we've got another round of both for the paired villas and the detached city homes. We have them both under construction for several different homes. We've got 4 on the ground for the detached city homes that will be complete around April, May, June timeframe, so all that Q2 timeframe. And then same for the paired villas. We have 3 buildings that will be available kind of staggered from April to June, July timeframe. So there's some flexibility there, and then we have more starting kind of periodically throughout the year.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, something that caught my eye when I was driving past this neighborhood is how quickly mass construction was going on. It seemed like 30 buildings were being built at the exact same time.
Yes, it happens quick, which is great. We try to construction phase so that we're not interrupting the lives of our homeowners, which is great. So we kind of try to stick to one section, kind of complete everything, make sure that we're not disrupting the life of our homeowner, and then just kind of move on to the next area. So, the quickest part is going to be framing, obviously. We do foundation, and then framing happens pretty quickly, and then it's pretty much maintained for the construction part of it to the inside of the home. So mechanicals, HVAC, plumbing and electrical is going to be going on when they're drying in the home, things like that. So it's very localized to the inside of the home once framing is complete, and it's a quick process. So.
And do you know how, you may not, but do you know how long it's expected to be to complete Nelson Village?
I would say probably about 3.5 years until we're completing construction on that later end phase. That would be my best guess.
Okay. And then there's no word of David Weekley entering a different phase of Easton Park?
At this time, we haven't gotten any word, but we'll keep you in the loop if that is in the plan.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Earnest money. If someone wants to go with David Weekley, how much do you guys ask for earnest money?
So for inventory homes, it'll be a $7,500 earnest money. If you want to build from the ground up, it's going to be $5,000 at time of contract, and then we collect some deposits after you've gone to design prior to the start of the home. Everything gets credited back at closing, of course. So you have the comfort that you're paying some money up front. You're going a gap between those upfront payments and then having your down payment at the very end.
So then the final question is about the incentives. A lot of builders are currently offering incentives. It's a slow market. They want people to buy their product. What are you guys currently offering?
Well, that's what we're so excited about. So we have employee pricing from now until if you contract by February 28th. So that's what we would get as employees of the company. It's a 7% discount on base pricing of the home. So, take our Alderwood floor plan, which starts at $459,990, and you're automatically getting about $32,000 off of the price of that home. So that can either get you, pretty far in design, some of those structural options. So that's a great opportunity if you're going to build from the ground up. And then for inventory, it's just going to depend on when that home can close. So homes that can close within about 30 to 45 days is going to be a 5.99 rate with a 2-1 buy down. So some great incentives there. And then for homes that can close a little bit later, it's just kind of a conversation that we have at time of contract and seeing where would best fit the incentive for the buyer. So
gotcha. So the 7% for the build, that's purely used towards the price of the the final price.
Correct.
It's not
yeah.
flex cash that you can use for
Correct.
closing.
Yeah,
or
it's just employee pricing, dollar amounts off the price of the home, which is great. So,
Gotcha.
Cool.
All
Yeah. And then
right.
our preferred lender offers 6 to 24 months after close free refi. So that's great.
Very
Interest
cool.
rates we hope will go down. And
We're all
we love
hoping that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we love it. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time.
yeah, thank you.
So this is the only inventory home currently available in David Weekley. Like Emma said in the interview, their first phase is kind of complete, and so their next phase will start opening in April, May. But this home is currently listed at $449,000. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,172 square foot home. You can see it's one of the detached single-family homes. It's not a shared villa. And the price per square foot for this comes out to $207 per square foot. The average for all of Easton Park for closed sales the past 90 days is $236 per square foot. So quite a bit lower with this one. And honestly, this is a pretty good find. I talked to Emma about why it's so low, and they just did a huge price reduction. Typically a home like this would cost closer to $525,000, not $449,000, but they're just trying to get it off their books, right? It's one of the first homes they built, and so they're trying to just get it done with and go into the next phase. So let's go check it out. So we have 2-car garage. It's a 2-story home. Small front patio. I love this door. Really cool door with the frosted glass. Luxury vinyl plank flooring. This little nook here behind the door. Here's your half bath. So they have a pedestal. They went with the silver hardware, and then they have the gold up there. See that throughout. Opens up to the living room area. This is all staged, so obviously this would be taken out when you purchase. Kitchen area, kind of a small island. I mean, you can fit 3 chairs comfortably, but not that massive, especially since the sink is in there. It takes up quite the room. But we do have this corner kitchen, so a decent amount of countertop space to work with. Does not come with a fridge. Looking at the backyard, I was actually a little concerned at first. I thought the yard was very small. It's not that bad, honestly. For my dog, this is fine. It's plenty of space. And remember, you don't need to take care of this, right? This is a condominium, so part of what you're paying with your HOA fees is that people take care of all the lawn service, so you don't need to worry about keeping up with this. And then they do have this nice privacy wall. You know, I'm 6'1", and I can see like here, so it's good you don't have to look over at your neighbors. Now here, it's a different story, right? So that's something to think about. Probably I would put some drapes here, something powered just to have a little bit of privacy, but this is a pretty big back patio. So a pretty big back patio that's covered, and then a decent amount of yard space if you do have a dog. Some of the upgrades you can see is this fan, light fixtures, pendant lights hanging over the island. All right, chandelier here over the dining area. Small pantry. For here, some storage underneath the stairwell. And then your garage. It's an okay size. This part juts out a little, so that takes up some of the room. You could fit 2 cars in here, but that's about it. And a little mudroom area here, which I like, built in. That's definitely an upgrade too. Walking upstairs now. I love that they didn't put carpet on the stairs. They kept it wood. And the reason for that is after a few years, really a couple of years, you're gonna see wear and tear on this carpet. You're going up and down all the time, especially since all the bedrooms are upstairs. Everyone's gonna be using the stairs every day. And so not having to deal with that when you're trying to sell the home down the road is great. I like that they just kept all of this wood and luxury vinyl plank. So we have a landing up here, decent size. And then our 2 guest rooms, also a decent size. The guest room isn't too bad. The closet's pretty small. Pretty typical closet. Second guest room, exact same size, exact same closet space. Guest bathroom. It is a little odd, I will say, how much stainless steel there is. And then every now and then you have that gold. I kind of wish they kept it all stainless steel. That's a personal preference. If the house is at the right price, I'll get over that quick. Linen closet. And then washer dryer off of the master bedroom. Not a ton of space. Once you fill that, with your washer dryer, it's just gonna be walking space. So you don't really have space to put a table or anything like that for folding. And then your master bedroom, which looks awesome. Very cool master bedroom. I love that chapel style, double doors leading into it. Lots of natural light coming in here and a ton of natural light coming into this bathroom. Very cool bathroom, really cool designs. The tile on the floor, custom, and then the blue cabinets here with that gold handle. That looks awesome. Toilet. And then you have this walk-in closet with some built-in shelves. I didn't see that last time. I'm not sure how I feel about this shower. It makes me feel like I'm back in a locker room in high school. So, I like that there's kind of this built-in shelf here and then obviously the built-in part. Tons of room. My elbows are out right now. I love the light though. There's so much natural light coming into here. So that's definitely a huge plus for this one. But yeah, that's it. So this is, like I said, the only home currently available. Honestly, by the time I post this video, this home might be off the market. It's literally the only one available right now. They do have more inventory coming out, so we can definitely look at that if you're thinking of an April, May move-in date, or really any date. With this neighborhood, you can build from the ground up. So you can come out, pick a lot, do all your upgrades that you want, make the house exactly how you want it, and go from there. But in general, I'm pretty impressed with David Weekley's style, the upgrades that they have in their house, and the price range. Especially for Easton Park, I see homes with these types of upgrades in the mid 500s, up to the 600s. So this being priced at $449 is a great steal for someone looking for a 3-bedroom over 2,100 square feet. But like I said, this is a low one. Prices may increase moving forward. You don't really know. But it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can always give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Be happy to help you make your next move into or out of Easton Park. I'm also offering some incentives from the realtor side, so helping buyers with moving costs and then helping sellers with a variety of things with the cost of listing a house. So please reach out to me if you have further questions, if you're interested in moving, and I'd be happy to help you in any way I can. And until next time, I hope to see you around the neighborhood.